Make it more stylish now. What's wrong with you? We are the
J girls.
Are you people this right? We are the
J girls.
All right, hi people, we are the J Girls. Once again, we're on another broadcast of the RWJ Couch Chat. I'm Joan. We are Big J, Mommy J, Mighty J. All right, so we have a special guest with us today. You are going to find out who she is. But relax, take some grapes. Oh, if you don't like grapes, take biscuits. If you don't like biscuit, chocolate, and take a cup of cocoa or juice.
Or coffee.
For kids or bojaba.
Maybe tea.
Maybe Okay, guys, take whatever you want. Relax and enjoy the broadcast with us today.
I'm well.
Thank you for coming today to our broadcast. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Thank you for having me, dear girls. I'm delighted to be here. My name is Ruth, and I'm based here in Glasgow, Scotland. Yes, that's me.
Thank you. We have another. So, guys at home, we have been traveling right from our studio, and we've been visiting all this place, talking to all these parents about getting to know them, about how they grew up, and the purpose of this broadcast is to bridge the gap between parenting in the diaspora and raising kids in Scotland or the rest of the Western world. And we know that there's a bit of a divide. How I grew up and how I'm raising the J girls is totally different, because if I want to raise them the way I grew up, I will stop there. But well, one of the things we do in this program is to let kids understand where their parents are coming from, especially the J girls. So kids and the J girls, as they understand where their parents are coming from, then we'll be able to bridge the gap to understand, okay, this is how you have to be raised up in Scotland, and this is how I was raised up. Let's marry ourselves together. Let's understand ourselves, and let's communicate together well as a family. Hopefully, we'll be able to use this information from today to build another step, another solid foundation in raising up your kids, and for kids in understanding your parents more. So thank you, Auntie Ruth, for coming. We really appreciate you. So Little J, are you ready for your question? Okay, so Auntie Ruth, the first person that always asks question is Little J. So Little J,
tell us about yourself.
Tell us about yourself.
Oh, thank you for that. Oh, about myself, yeah. So I'm based here in Glasgow. I'm Ruth. So I'm a mom of 2 kids, beautiful ones. So I have a boy of 6 and a girl of 4, and they're now both in primary school. Yay!
Like a big relief.
Yes. So I have 9 to 3 to myself. I'm loving that freedom of just being with. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's between yesterday and today. Schools in Glasgow started on Monday, right?
On Monday.
So your third experience today. Wow.
Yeah. So it's been good. It's been so good. And I also work as a civil servant. I'm also a pastor here in my church in Glasgow. Yeah, I wear so many hats. I'm also a director of a charity here in Glasgow.
Tell us about your charity.
Oh yes, the Estes Company. So I'm one of the directors here at the Estes Company. What we do is we empower the Black community to be able to take the position in Scotland, to be able to do what they really passionate about. And so we do some workshops to empower them in that. And we also have different professionals coming in to speak to people. So we have mental health trainings, we have TV writing trainings, we have book writing. So we have different things so that the community can be empowered, and so that they can take on positions. Like if you want to set up a business, we have that. So we do have network of people that we work with. And so I love that part of my life because it's making so much impact to the community.
I think as you are impacting the adults, we from InfoHub, we are trying to impact the children who both
absolutely
bring a
Absolutely.
balanced family.
Teenage.
Absolutely.
And by the time these kids get into teenage, they would be able to understand the difference between activation of their hormones and understanding what their parents are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, we have the teenage of the charity as well, which is called Lead Learn Masteries. So that is like from 11 to 21. Yeah, I think thereabouts. So it's good because the people who manage that, they are the youth themselves, so they understand the issues around the youth, and so they manage that. So we kind of just go in and help them put the balance of things in that sense. So yeah, this is what we do in the Esther's company.
Okay, so that's very interesting. So Keith, do you have any other question? What's your favorite food?
My question.
Oh, sorry, your question. Yeah.
Well, I have 2 questions actually.
Okay, yeah.
Number 1, I don't know what a civil servant is.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me?
Oh, okay. I'll tell you that. So civil service is when you work for the government, you not the local government. So you have Scottish government, you have Welsh government, you have Northern Ireland, but this is for the wider UK government. So that is what it's called.
Working with DW or
Yeah.
HMRC.
I can't tell you my department is but yeah, it's something like that.
We don't want you to tell us. She could be working for MI6. Yeah, she could be a spy, so she can't tell us. Let's not get that information.
I'm not inspired. What's the second question?
What's your favorite food?
That's an interesting question. So for me to treat myself, if I want to treat myself, I have fresh fish with rice.
Ooh, we are the rice people.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. What food do you dislike?
Oh, what food do I dislike? I don't like any food that has blood in it. Like, I'm sorry, I know I'm in Scotland, but all of the food I don't like food with blood. Like,
but black pudding is England. It's Haggis that is Scotland.
yeah. So black. I'll say black pudding. That's not me at all.
A lot of Kenyans eat blood.
I know. The blizzard thing is, I still eat, shaki and tribe and kidney and all of that. I eat that, but anything that is blood, no. I don't. That's not me. Sorry.
That's interesting. So, what's your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby in the last 1 year is changed a lot, and I would say for now is walking. I love walking. I love having a walk and just yes. So those days I don't go out for a walk, I feel so guilty about it.
You know why they looked at me? Last 3 guests from Glasgow also a hobby is walking. So we're like, okay, is that
who is this person? Is it?
Her name is Mercy Jonathan.
Oh, Mercy, I know her. Yeah.
So you Glasgow people, it seems as if walking is your hobby. Well, that's interesting.
I love meeting with my friends. I love meeting up with my friends, just having a good time with my friends. Those are the things I love to do. Those 2 things.
Yeah. Oh, good. Do you have any question before we go on? Any other question? Your favorite movie, your favorite music, your favorite book?
Oh, my favorite music. Oh, I love gospel music. Okay. As you can say, I'm a pastor, so I love gospel music a lot. And the gospel artist that I love their music, Maverick City called. Oh. And so any song from Maverick City is my song. I'm going for it. So at the moment, one of the songs I really love from them is Jireh and Joy of the Lord. So those 2 songs. And I would say my best book, actually this has become my best book in this lockdown as well, and that is John Maxwell's book on Attitude 101. I love that book a lot. Yeah. So, and what else? My favorite movie. I don't watch movies, but I hardly have time for movies. I hardly have time for movies, but if I'm to watch over and over and over again, I'll watch Wedding Party. It's a Nigerian movie.
They like Wedding Party, especially when those people were dancing in Yoruba.
I love that drama. I just love the drama of dancing and all of that. That's me. Yeah. I'm so glad we have so many similarities.
house. So thank you so much for telling us about yourself. Like you said, we have a lot of similarities, and that's interesting because when the kids begin to understand the similarities with parents, and they also understand that this is the fun way our parents just share experiences and share life, and it's easy for them to also take those information. So thank you so much. And Big J, come on.
What are the house rules you grew up with?
What are the house rules you grew up with?
The house rule. When I was invited for this, I'm like, okay, I hope I can still remember my house rules because we were not told this is house rules. We just see it happen. It's not like you're told. You're just there and there. It just happen, and you just have to go with the flow. So I think one of the things I remember is you have to be polite to your siblings. Like that one is no. You can't talk. You can't talk over your parents. Like when they're talking. You must keep quiet when you have visitors in the house and visitors are speaking. You are not there. You're not there at all. You don't join in the conversation. Right now, when I'm talking on the phone, I have my son saying, "Oh, mom, what you're saying something?" I'm like, "No, I wasn't talking to you."
Tell me about that.
And I'm like, so those are the things that I just grew up to know that, okay, when adults are speaking, you are not involved in that conversation, except if you're invited, then you speak. And another thing is we pray in the morning. So morning is prayers. We pray first thing in the morning and the last thing at night. So those things. And I think the youngest in the house, this one is also bad. The youngest in the house always wash the plates. So
yes. We have that,
in my house, the oldest wash the place, so she's always upset. Like, hey, wait, our turn is going to come. Once you graduate from,
it's her turn right now.
No, it is not. I determine our turn.
It's her turn.
No, I determine. Look at us, see me see trouble. Our turn is coming. By the time you are a teenager and she has to wash all the plates every day, we will see. What's wrong with this one? What I feel like? It's a GCSEs and stuff. Go and sit down where you're supposed to be. Please continue.
So, and if anything happens outside, you must come and tell your parents. Like, you must tell them. You don't hide anything of such. You must tell them. And you don't eat outside. You don't eat from anybody's house. Like, this is something you don't eat from anybody's house, except if your mom have already given you a go ahead. Okay, before you can even eat, you have to come and ask for permission before you do that. And I think what's the other thing? We don't stay late outside. We don't have sleepovers. There's nothing like sleepovers, except if you are going for holiday with your cousin. Maybe you go to your cousin's house and all of that. So we've never had sleepovers, and we don't stay out later than 9 o'clock. You are inside the house. Then also, like, because I grew up my parents were pastors as well. So when I was growing up, you were not allowed to wear trousers. You're not allowed to do makeup. You're not allowed to do all of that. So it's out of the way. So you can't do. Those are one of the rules that I can remember.
So was your childhood not boring then?
My childhood, I don't know what boring was, because we just grew up just go with the flow.
Yeah.
So I just go with the flow. I will not say boring, because we're 6 of us. So in the family, so you also have people in the community, we call it compound.
Yeah.
You have other people, you have neighbors as friends. So we were busy cooking sand as food. We're busy playing there's something we call tente. So we're busy. Yes, so we're busy with all of that. So there was nothing like boring. We didn't know what was boring. We just
That's interesting. Now, in reflection and all the house rules you grew up with, is there any house rules that you think about growing up as a child that you felt, no, I can't raise my kids with this kind of house rule? Is there anything like that?
I can't actually think of any. The only thing is, it will be, I think, there were some things my parents did that I will be like, no, I don't want to do the same. I don't want to do the same thing. So those are the only things that I can think of. But the house rules, they are good. They formed us.
What's the example of those things that your parent did?
My parents had so many people in the house. We used to have so many people in the house, so many aunties and different people from different places that we don't even know. We're not even connected with, but they were living with us. There was so much inconvenience in that sense. For me, I wouldn't want to have that for my children. My children are growing up in the hands of aunties and uncles that and we don't even know their background. So yeah, those
back in Nigeria or in Africa, it's a community kind of thing. So even mommies would have actually bring this one to this one, and it's worse for those that are ministers' kids, people from the church, people that they are trying to save, people that everybody just I see where you're going. I definitely so I remember growing up with my mommy's brothers, with my daddy's relative. I remember all too. So I can imagine. I remember the conflict you used to bring in the house, and random, you are the one that stole it, and the random, you're not just kind of, oh my god. So I remember
it's not me. It's not me. So I have that here in my house now. Oh, who did this? It's not me. So I'll be like, so it's not me lives in this house now. Like it's not me in this house.
I can imagine. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so let's so now that we've known your house rules, and you're now an adult, how has those house rules, how have they influenced you as an adult?
How have they influenced me? I think they've made me understand what a child wants and the need of a child, and it's good to have boundaries because those boundaries helps the child to know. It's like a safety net most times. So you have that safety net so that you are not falling into any destruction in the way. So those house rules really helped me in that sense. So even when it helps me to build my own morals, to build my own culture around my family as well. So I think they're really good that we have those rules. I know it's a different community, and so it's really good in that sense. I don't know if that answered the question.
It answered the question in a way, but we wanted an answer that would look like how it affected your own adulthood as an individual.
How it affected my adulthood. I think it affected me in my decision making, the decisions I make, because and also the respect that I have for people, because they taught us how to respect people in the family. You don't talk to your elder ones anyhow, so you have respect for them in that sense. So it gives me that awareness of respect for other people. To be we also have that rules of being kind, sharing with others. My sisters shared their own clothing with me, so we had some pass me down clothing.
Pass me down.
Yes, so it taught me about being contented with what we have, and not so it has really shaped me in that sense. I don't live extravagant life. I live within the means, and if I don't have it, I don't bother. It's not a bother for me.
That's interesting. Kids, can you hear this? What auntie is saying, does that show mommy too? Does mommy give you all those look? That's it.
No,
because boundaries and all those things auntie just said, these are the same thing I'm passing across, and you can see it's because that's the way we were raised up. So when you now understand that those outside try to give you other perspective to life, you have to understand, if this perspective worked for my mom, and my mom's adult people, and all of them have grown up to be respectable, no boundaries, contentment, these are the values that will help you in the future. These are the values to take you into the next life. Don't lose it. Don't lose it.
Your skills can get you somewhere, but it's your attitude that will keep you wherever you go. People always remember the impression that you left with them. They will say, oh, she was a good person. she was really brilliant, but they would say she's a nasty person. She was very nasty. So, and you don't want to have that, or she was very saucy or something like that. You don't want to have that stain. You don't want to have that but you want to have it clean, in the sense that people respect you for your skills, and they also respect you for your attitude, because they know that this person will always bring a good atmosphere.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. And little J, I think it's your turn. So can you ask Auntie Ruth?
What rules do you use at home now?
What rules do I use at home now? I use all the rules. So sharing, I use the sharing. I use the don't talk down on adults, or like don't talk on your sister. You give each other turns. Sharing the kindness. Sharing kindness, speaking respectfully to the older ones. I also have the contentment. So with what you have, you don't think of, okay, this is what my parents are giving me, this is what they have, and so you have that contentment in that sense. And I said about respect, boundaries, having boundaries, yes, having boundaries in place. And yes, also I think one of the things that really helped me growing up also was words of encouragement. My parents really poured that to us, and poured so much encouragement, especially in our devotions in the morning. So they always tell us what we can do, we are Christians, so we believe in the power of the Holy Spirit. So what the Holy Spirit can do through us. And so there was that pouring out of encouragement inside of us. And so that's really, I'm doing that with my children as well.
So girl, so no putting down of each other.
Yeah.
Rather than putting down, speak life and speak encouragement. Jed, you shouldn't do this. No, Jed, can you try this way? Try and be modernized in the way you do this. Yeah, it's holistic. Go to the next question. What inspires you to keep going?
What inspires me to keep going? I think I'm a Christian, and one of the things that inspires me to keep going is the fact that God is depending on me. I'm an ambassador. I believe I'm an ambassador to my generation, to my children. So that helps me to keep going. So when I know that people are depending on me, I have people who are depending on me, so that helps me to get up and keep going. Those are the things that keep me going, knowing that I'm not just in this world for myself, and I'm an ambassador. And also because of my children, I want my children to see mom and say, yes, if mom can be like this, I can be that, I can beat that, I can be more, and all of that. So yes, those are the things that keep me going.
So you want to be like mom to impact other children. So
tell us about your hero.
No, is that don't.
Tell us about your hero.
Okay, my hero. I think my number one hero will be my mom. Definitely, she will be my mom. I grew up with her. I didn't know any other hero apart from my mom growing up. And yes, she's my number one hero. But now I also have people who I look up to. I won't say they are my hero in the sense, but they're people that they are like mentors I look up to. And so I have those, but my hero is my mom, definitely.
Thank you. So some of us have moms as heroes. Go and find your heroes. Our mom is
I just found my hero.
Me? Okay. When you are age and you come back and say I'm your hero, I will accept. No, go and find your hero. All right. Just one more question. Yeah. So what advice do you have for the kids today?
Be yourself. Don't allow negative voice put you down. They don't want it. It's because of their insecurity. That's why they want to put you down. So be yourself, be strong and be bold. Stand for what you believe. And as whatever it is you are struggling with, it's good to open up to your parents. It's good to open up to your mom. I think they know best and they love you best. I believe they love you best. So open up to your parents. And so those are the things I would say. Be the best you can be. Yeah.
Okay, 1 minute speed dial question. Right, girls, what have you learned from Auntie today?
Be yourself.
Sharing.
Don't put yourself down. The negative voices.
Don't put yourself down. Respect.
Don't talk down on your siblings.
Don't talk down on your siblings.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Youngest siblings wash the plates.
What your youngest sibling wash the plates? What is that? Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Next one. Don't eat food outside. Be nice.
That's always something. Tell your parents something happened outside.
Tell your parents something happened
Your
outside.
parents are usually your heroes.
Your parents are usually your
It's
heroes.
not something I learned from her. It's just something I learned.
Okay, yeah. What else? Read, study. Huh? You said you just said respect. What else?
I also said about the negative voice. The negative, don't allow the negative voice to put you down,
Yeah.
because
what-
that's your insecurity.
Okay. What
yeah.
else? Yeah. Boundaries.
You
Okay.
shouldn't
Good.
really say it's not me when your parent asks you, did you do this?
Yeah, she didn't say it's not me when your parents ask you, did you do this? Okay, so you can see that you're pulling all those things and you're trying to remember. I remember when we were growing up, house rules were not written. It's not like the 12 house rules we have in this house. We have 12 house rules. So everything you said today are included in the 12 house rules, and we've used it as part of our broadcast. The first 3 months of this year, we talked about all the house rules we have. Walk away, respect, responsibility, honesty, hugs, words. You know, these are the house rules we have, and that's how we started this program, and we started inviting other parents. And thank you so much. If you've not watched any of our videos, and if you've not watched any of our talk about house rules, we from J Girls have 12 house rules. You can go to our YouTube channel, or you can check our Facebook channel. You can watch all these house rules, and you can see and pick up the nuggets we share together on how we live out our house rules. We are not perfect, but yes, we remind us. We talked about the house rules. I want to thank Auntie Ruth Dada as our special guest today, and we enjoyed your company. We talked about all those things, and I guess we've taken you down memory lane. And kids at home, I hope you enjoyed the chat with us. Don't forget all those nuggets and all those things you talked about. And so on this note, we want to say thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on RWJ Couch Chat, guys. Bye!